You got the gloves on still.
Yeah, I didn't cut the tape off. I'm ready to go.
You had a 60-degree temperature swing this week.
I think so. I'm sure it's going to feel balmy. It's going to be a little warm out there for us. But no, I'll admit last week was cold. That was a cold, very cold game. But no, we'll be. I think we'll look forward to that 60-degree weather.
Joe, this will be the 5th game now for Deshaun. The weather's going to be fine. The offense is missing nobody. Should we expect an uptick in points in this game?
Yeah, we certainly hope so. As a group, I think we haven't performed up to what we want to perform at. Obviously last week was a little different with, the freezing temperatures and things like that. But I think the more he plays, the more he gets comfortable with us, we get comfortable with him. We have a lot of respect for the Commanders and their defense, especially their, front guys, are all very talented players. So it'll be a good test for us. But, the elements should be less in play this week for sure.
How much does having Chase Young back help that? I mean, what has he added? I know it's only been a few snaps to play, but what have you noticed, him adding to that?
Yeah, I think he got like 30 snaps or something last week. Batted a ball, had a couple good inside moves. I mean, he was playing against Trent a couple times, had a couple good inside moves on him. You could tell he looks physically strong to me. Like, he had a lot of time to train and get big. I mean, he's always been kind of a freak of nature. But no, he adds another element. I mean, that's their 4th first-rounder up there, and they're all really playing at a high level right now. The other 3 guys are playing at a high level, so to bring him into the mix, that's 4 guys you have to account for. And it helps them. They don't have to pressure as much with other positions. Mm-hmm. They can rush 4 and, get home. I think they're one of the lower teams on blitz rate, but higher teams on pressure rate in the league. So that's a standard for success when you play defense.
You saw him a couple of years ago. Similar? How much have you noticed a difference? Obviously, in that.
Right. It was his first game back, so I think he was still getting used to it a little bit. But you could tell the physical tools are there. I remember even when we played him, he was still learning. It was, I think, maybe his 3rd game of his career or something, and he's still learning. Maybe 2nd actually, but still learning. How to play in the NFL. I think there's always a position, but you could tell he's strong, he's athletic. Like, there's a reason he was, I think the 2nd pick in the draft. Yeah.
As far as their tackles, where do we put that combination for a team?
Yeah, I think it's right up there. Probably, number 1 duo in the league. I mean, they both have, I think, 7.5 and 9.5 sacks. They play the run well.
Does anyone else come to mind? Opponents you've had? Let's try it right.
I think they're. I mean, there's some good ones. The Giants have 2 good guys, in Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence. But they're kind of a 3-4-2. They play with 3 guys a lot of the times. Just off the top of my head, I mean, they're probably up there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Philly's a good one too. That's a good one. Fletcher. I mean, they have a bunch of guys, but Hargrave is playing really well too for them. That'd be up there too with them.
Stand up here and answer sort of the same questions and also get yourself up for games that you don't have any immediate answers.
I'd be lying to you if it didn't take a toll. Losing sucks, and I've done a lot of that, in my 9-year career here overall. It's tough, I want to go to the playoffs. I want to win. I would compete for, a championship. And we haven't done that enough times here. So it's tough, and there's no easy way to explain it. But to get up to play for the games for me is easy because we're blessed to play football for a living, and we have an opportunity to play with the 53-plus guys in this locker room, this coaching staff. Year to year, the turnover in the NFL is huge, so we only have 2 more opportunities to play with this group of guys. And, we get to play, represent the Cleveland Browns, the city of Cleveland, ourselves. All you have in this league really is what you put on tape. And so it's an honor, and it's about pride, and it's about how much you care for yourself and the people around you to go out there and play every week.
Because of the way the season is going, Joel, is it hard to extract the positives and progress?
Yeah, because I think the team goal is to compete for your division, to make the playoffs, to make a run, at the Super Bowl, and we're not doing that. So it's hard, especially now, because we still have games to play. So we haven't looked back at the season yet, but it's definitely hard to look at it like that when we haven't reached your team goals yet.
it's a team game, but Nick Chubb's come so close over the years to winning the rushing title. I think he's a smidge under 200 off the pace this year. What would it mean to you guys if he could rally and come back and win it?
You know, he never talks about it like that. You know, I know we had the one opportunity when Derrick Henry went crazy the last week of the season and got it over him that one year. But honestly, he cares so much about winning football games. I think he would take, you know, give any rushing title away to win the games that we haven't won this year. So we haven't even discussed that really. I mean, if we could get it, you know, it'd be a great honor for him though.
We're at a familiar point in the season where everybody starts thinking about off-season and what kind of change. Do you think drastically need a look? Do you feel like enough progress has been made in these 3 years in the job specifically that it should go forward?
Yeah, I think he's the man for the job for sure. You know, that's above my pay grade though, making those decisions. You know, I have a lot of faith in him, what he's done with our offense. You know, the circumstances we've been under. But I'm really focused on, you know, trying to be the Commanders right now. Sweet.
Washington's such a pesky team. Like, yeah, they've got some standout players now, but just when you watch them, what makes them kind of a thorn in the side for their opponents?
Yeah, they play hard. They have a really, really good defense, so it's going to keep every game pretty close, you know, down to the wire, and then they got to make a play or two. They had that streak early in the year where I think they won 6 of 7, you know, and really just put them in a good position. But most of those games were close games. You know, they beat the Eagles, who some argue is the best team in the league right now. So, I mean, it starts with, I think, the defense, and they kind of play off of that.